Hello and happy Earth Day. I'm John Elkington. I'm founder and chief pollinator at Volans, based in London, and also one of the founders of the global sustainability movement. This doesn't look like perhaps a birthday card, but it is. It's a birthday card for the Earth Day network and for Denis Hayes. 50 years ago, on the 22nd of April, in the United States, the Earth Day movement launched. With Denis as the organizer and Senator Gaylord Nelson as the sort of overarching sort of genius of it all. Denis has been involved ever since, is currently board chair emeritus of the Earth Day Network, alongside being president of the Bullet Foundation based in Seattle. Now Earth Day is present in over 190 countries around the world, and unfortunately this year it's had to go online and gone virtual because of the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak around the world. Now I want to just say something very brief about the Green Swan trophy, which we're awarding to Denis. He knows about this, and there is a video, and we'll show a link in this video, interview with Denis explaining the past, present and hopefully future of the Earth Day Network. The Green Swan Trophy has been designed and created by Nicola Godden, who among other things did an Icarus statue which graced the 2012 London Olympics. An extraordinary sculptor, one of my very favourite. And the first, Denis is receiving the third Green Swan. The first one went to Sir Tim Smith, founder of the Eden Project. Some of you will know that over the years, Eden has put 1.5 billion pounds into the regional economy, attracting over 20 million visitors. So an extraordinary exercise in regeneration. It took an old worked out quarry and turned it into this extraordinary hub. The second Green Swan went to Sasha Dench, who's sometimes called the human swan, and her story is remarkable. She flew on a paramotor, a very fragile machine, through all weathers, from Siberia to the UK, across 11 countries, 7,000 kilometers, and she was aiming to put the spotlight on the plight of the Buick swan. So again, an extraordinary person, an extraordinary set of achievements. You'll probably know that before the 2007-2008 crash, Nassim Nicholas Taleb published a book called The Black Swan, and he talked about events, catastrophic events very often, that come along every so often, that surprise us, they come out of the blue, or seem to. They have a massive impact, off the scale. Greater than we're used to. And then afterwards, paradoxically in some ways, unfortunate in other ways, we tend not to understand what's just happened to us, and therefore we set ourselves up again for failure. So that's the Black Swan concept. Many people now are saying that COVID-19 is another Black Swan. Nassim Nicholas Taleb is saying no, it's not. We saw this coming. Politicians should have seen it coming. They should have reacted much faster. And the same is true with the climate emergency, which is the key theme of Earth Day this year in 2020. And the question in my mind, and it's something I've addressed in my latest book, my 20th, called Green Swans, and subtitled The Coming Boom in Regenerative Capitalism. The question is, at the same time as black swans are increasingly taking us down, plastics in the ocean, or space debris, or antibiotic resistance, or whatever it is, COVID-19, what can we do to get onto positive exponential trajectories? What can we do to come up with solutions that scale remarkably fast, almost virally fast, if I can use that word? And I think Earth Day has done that over its first 50 years. And I just want to end by, again, putting the spotlight on Denis Hayes, a remarkable man. Time magazine described him as a hero of the planet. Mr. Earth Day, thank you hugely for everything you've done to date. I hope that in 2070, when the 100th anniversary will hopefully be marked, we'll see a transformed world. We'll see that the Earth Day Network and initiatives like it have genuinely changed the world for the better. But in the meantime, it's a huge pleasure and privilege to present this to you virtually. We'll put it in the post imminently. Thank you very much for creating this 50-year-old Green Swan, the Earth Day Network, and every success to everyone involved in what comes next.